The philosopher Epictetus once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." Seek out those who challenge your views, who push your boundaries. Friendship isn't about mirroring. It's about growth through diversity. Conclusion. In this quest for connection, let me leave you with this thought. You are not defined by the number of friends you have, but by the depth of the connections you create. Friendship is not a race, but a journey. So step forward. Cautiously, if you must, but step forward nonetheless. Open your heart, embrace the journey, and remember, even in solitude, there is strength. And when you do find those rare, diamond-like friendships, cherish them deeply. Picture this. A lonely philosopher once likened true friendship to diamonds. He said, "Friendship is rare and precious, surrounded by counterfeits." After a few false judgments, you begin to suspect that all connections are illusions, mere imitations. It's a sentiment that resonates with so many of us, doesn't it? That quiet ache of solitude, even in a world seemingly brimming with connections. Social media pings, crowded gatherings, a sea of faces, and yet, a lingering sense of disconnection. But what does it mean to lack friends in such a world? Does it say something fundamental about us, or simply about the world we're navigating? Today, we're embarking on a journey together. A journey to unravel this enigma. We'll explore the intricate tapestry of modern relationships, dissect the barriers to connection, and above all, illuminate pathways to forging authentic bonds. Because, my friends, the absence of a crowd in your corner does not diminish your worth. It simply means your search for genuine connection has not yet reached its crescendo. The quiet power of introversion. Let's begin with a challenge often misjudged: introversion or shyness. Society glorifies the extrovert, the one who charms the room, commands attention, and thrives in the spotlight. But I tell you this: introversion is not a flaw. It is a quiet superpower. As Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Accept the things to which fate binds you." If you're naturally introspective, embrace it. Your calm presence is not a barrier, it is a beacon. While others flit from person to person, your ability to listen deeply, to reflect meaningfully, is a rare and undervalued gift. Remember, a river doesn't apologize for its slow, steady flow. It carves valleys, nurtures life, and sustains ecosystems. You too can nurture profound connections. One person, one conversation at a time. 2. The fragility of trust. Trust is the foundation of any meaningful relationship, yet it feels so fragile, doesn't it? One betrayal, one disappointment, and suddenly, the walls go up. But here's the paradox. To find trust, you must first extend it. Begin with yourself. Understand your values, your fears, and your triggers. Be the steady ship in the storm of changing relationships. When you know yourself deeply, you attract those who align with your true self, and repel those who don't. And let me share a secret. People are like seasons. They change, evolve, and sometimes drift away. This isn't a failure, it's nature. Accepting this truth allows you to approach relationships with grace rather than fear. The mirage of busyness. Let's address an elephant in the room. We're busy, too busy. But are we busy with the right things? We scroll endlessly, consume content voraciously, and call it staying connected. Yet, in all this noise, how often do we engage in true human connection? The kind that leaves you richer, wiser, and lighter. Here's a challenge. Step out into the world. Volunteer in your community. Join a book club or a hiking group. It's not just about finding friends. It's about discovering shared purpose. True friendship often blooms in the soil of shared endeavors. The art of social grace. Now, let's talk about social skills, a topic that makes many squirm. Building connections is an art, and like any art, it requires practice. Start small. Compliment someone sincerely. Strike up a conversation in the checkout line. Join spaces where conversations flow naturally. The first attempts might feel awkward, but every interaction is a brushstroke on the canvas of your social confidence. Remember Marcus Aurelius again. Love the people fate has brought into your life. Each interaction, no matter how fleeting, is an opportunity to connect, to learn, and to grow. 5. The evolution of priorities. The march of time. As we grow, our priorities shift. Careers, families, personal growth, all demand our attention. Friendships, once vibrant, may fade. Not from neglect, but from life's inevitable evolution. But here's the beauty. Friendships, like rivers, meander and sometimes dry up, only to spring forth in unexpected places. Don't mourn what's lost. Celebrate what remains and look forward to what may come. 6. The weight of mental health. And now, let's turn inward. Sometimes the struggle to connect stems from within. Anxiety, depression, self-doubt. These silent adversaries can distort our perception of ourselves and others. But here's the hopeful truth. Healing begins with acknowledgement. Seek therapy, practice mindfulness, and meditate. Not as a means to escape, but to understand. When you nurture your inner world, the outer world becomes less daunting. 7. Embracing differences. Finally, let us consider this. Not all friendships require common ground. In fact, some of the richest relationships are born from our differences. The philosopher Epictetus once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." Seek out those who challenge your views, who push your boundaries. Friendship isn't about mirroring. It's about growth through diversity. Conclusion. In this quest for connection, let me leave you with this thought. You are not defined by the number of friends you have, but by the depth of the connections you create. Friendship is not a race, but a journey. So step forward. Cautiously, if you must, but step forward nonetheless. Open your heart, embrace the journey, and remember, even in solitude, there is strength. And when you do find those rare, diamond-like friendships, cherish them deeply.